Yeah, coming to the plant. That was the site in 2008. So it was a former ammunition plant, 1,400 acres. In this area, there still are a lot of bunkers. The area is much bigger than the cleared area here. That was an ammunition plant running from the early 30s until after the Vietnam War. Then the community of Chattanooga had it and was looking for an investor, more or less 30 years. But the strategy was, and that was the clue to the success, they didn't give away parts of it. They just wanted a big company to invest. And they finally made it with Volkswagen. This is how it looks today. You see the plant, or you see more or less 3 units. One is the academy for the education of the workforce. That was one of the incentives, as we had Marshall in Michigan and said, well, they have an educated workforce. We got this academy as an incentive saying, well, we can give you all the conditions to educate a workforce. Then here we have the plant. There's the supplier park in the back. And what is quite always visible is the bridge. We have a clear concept. There is no traffic, car traffic inside the plant. Everybody has to park outside on these lots. That means also for managers walking half a mile into and out of the plant. All the walking traffic comes in from the east, goes to the west. All the logistics traffic that is here, the part outside, comes from the north, and the cars go out to the south, where they are shipped by train. You'll see some other pictures later. For the plant, we received last December the Platinum certificate from the US Green Buildings Council. So this is the first and so far only car plant in the world that has a LEED certification. That's a pretty long list of environmental criteria you have to fulfill to get it. And we also received, in the beginning of this year, the Edison Green Award in gold. So it's not only the car that has won awards for its good characteristics, but also the plant. And here we have the elements again. So you see from the sequence of production, the stamped parts come into the plant, go to the body shop. In the body shop, they are being welded by robots. Then the main body goes to the paint shop. It's being painted there in a very special process. And then it's going out to assembly. In the assembly, it's being, well, assembled, then tested, and then delivered to the loading yard. One of the principles of the plant is that it has short ways to enforce personal communication. We try to avoid communication by telephone or email. Our other plants worldwide and all our competitor plants, you usually have to use a car or telephone to talk to each other. We wanted to avoid that, so this is the reason why we put all the important checkpoints. Every shop has a checkpoint. We put them together in a close diameter so that people can walk. We knew from other plants when there is a mistake or it's a problem, you think twice, should I go there? Should I pick up the phone? So and sometimes you say, well, doesn't matter, and then you have your problems persisting. Here we have those checkpoints close by so that people walk. The same applies for our office truck. We don't have an administration buildings. This is our spine. This is in the middle, this yellow thing. We all have cubicles of the same size, and no matter if it's plant manager or an intern, they have the same equipment. So, and here you see we are employing about 800 people on 2 floors on the whole length of the plant. The advantage is you are very fast at any place you want to go to in the plant. So it's all walking distance. Yeah, here's a picture from the body shop. The body shop employs about 190 people per shift. Most of the work is being done by robots. You will see it in a minute. Only the checks and repairs, they are being done by men. So we have 380 robots and 190 people working there per shift. The paint shop is also more or less automatized. We have 170 people working there. This paint shop is a very special paint shop. It's the first time that we have a paint shop that is so energy saving and special waste avoiding. What does it mean? First, if you have a normal car, you have the paint in layers. We omitted one layer of the paint that helps us to save one drying process. So usually after every paint step, the whole car is going into a 7 yards long oven that is heated to about 200 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And there the car is heating and dried, and then the body goes to the next painting step. So we omitted one of the painting steps, and we omitted one of the drying processes. That saves about 20% of energy. The paint shop is the most energy effective facility in the plant. Then you have a special procedure to paint the cars with robots and with different charges on the paint and on the car as well. But no matter what you do, you always have an overspray of about 20%. In conventional paint shops, you get rid of this overspray by flushing it out with water. That results in a paint sludge that is toxic waste, which you have to dry then and then to deposit it somewhere. What we do here is we have a dry scrubber, so it washes it out with an airstream and combines it with limestone dust and neutralizes this. That means we do not have any special waste anymore, and we can use this material to combine it with cement and have it reused as pavement and so on. Yeah, and then we recycle the air, and also because we do not have burners anymore to warm up the paint sludge to dry it, we also save a lot of CO2. Yeah, and the assembly then is the last part. So this is what you classically see always see in the TV news. This is where all the parts are being equipped. Internal communication is very important. So you see the screen with this, of course, green band sections, but usually you also see immediately when there is a problem somewhere, you have a yellow blinking, and when the line stops, you have a red blinking. And at the same moment, there's a melody playing so that people know there's a problem.